Welcome to the Overlook Motel, a place where underseen and unappreciated films are given their moment in the spotlight. This week I will be taking a look back on the woefully underseen Snowbound slasher flick Cold Prey. Cold Prey is a tense, stalk-and-slash picture that delivers high levels of tension combined with gorgeous cinematography and a great cast of characters. The film follows a group of friends that set out on a snowboarding excursion at a remote locale. At first the pals enjoy getting at some untouched powder, but when one of the group members breaks his leg, they take shelter at an abandoned ski lodge. Little do the comrades know, a deranged killer is stalking the grounds and badly wants to rip each and every one of the winter sports enthusiasts to shreds. While we may never get a Snowbound Friday the 13th film, Cold Prey certainly gives viewers an idea of how effective the approach can be when executed properly. The flick smartly uses the combination of severe weather and a gruesome compound bone fracture to immobilize the core cast and limit their options for escape. That culmination of circumstances makes the pals particularly vulnerable, yet in spite of circumstances beyond their control, the friends make mostly smart decisions and give the audience reason to cheer for their survival rather than waiting for them to succumb to the maniacal antagonist that is after them. Among the core group of likable characters, Ingrid Bolso-Berdal sticks out in my mind as especially memorable. She is well cast as Janique. Janique is confident and resourceful in the way she handles herself in a series of harrowing situations. Janique is vaguely reminiscent of quintessential final femme Laurie Strode in Halloween, in fact. Janique isn't afraid to put the welfare of others ahead of her own, and she won't back down no matter how dire the circumstances may be. Furthering the film's efficacy are top-notch effects that are plenty goopy, but avoid delving into torture porn territory. I point that out because in 2006, excessive gore and lingering shots of disembodied intestines were fairly commonplace in the wake of the Saw sequels and the success of films like Hostel. I commend the film's director for that because in hindsight, a lot of pictures that lean too heavily into gratuitous gore for shock value look very much like a product of their time. Whereas more than 15 years after its initial release, Cold Prey is just as enjoyable as it was upon my inaugural viewing, if not more so. As for why the flick remains relatively underseen, I'd say that has everything to do with the fact that it's a foreign language picture. I recognize that subtitles can be a barrier for some viewers, but I assure you this Snowbound slasher picture is engaging enough you likely won't even realize you're reading the captions once the proverbial shit hits the fan. As of the publication of this post, the film is available as a digital download or rental. It seems the physical media release is out of print at this time, but it is not yet commanding outrageous sums of money on eBay if you are a physical media collector and interested in picking up a copy. Thanks so much for listening. If you're keen to chat more about Cold Prey, let me know your thoughts on Twitter @FunWithHorror, and I will see you next week here on the Overlook Motel.